Hey everyone, Nadine here, and today I'm going to be making an album. I'm going to be using some photo play. This is their We Bought a Zoo collection by Becky Fleck, and also going to be using some adhesive from Xyron. So to show you, let's see, from photo play there are these cute little stamps, and it also comes with a die set, so you can cut them out. There is some cardstock die cuts. 34 pieces. Let's see all that's in that pack. And then this has 12 sheets of 12 by 12 double-sided cardstock and 1 sheet of 12 by 12 designer cardstock stickers. So you can see all the different patterns that come in there. Super cute, and this is the sticker sheet that comes in it. So I am going to be using a little bit of everything. So first, let me show you. I started cutting out stuff already using some chipboard pieces. So I cut these all at their, they're 8 1/4 tall, and then they are 4 3/4 wide, each one of the bigger panels, and the spine is 3/4 inches wide and also at the 8 1/4. And then out of a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, I cut this. I left it at the 12, but then I cut it down to 10 inches wide. So first I am going to score this. Okay, so to score it on the 12-inch length way, I'm going to score it at a 1/2 inch. And then I'm also going to do at 5 1/2 inches. And at 6 1/2. And then again at 11 1/2. And then flipping it, so now on the 10-inch wide, I'm going to go at 3/4, and then at 9 1/4. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold those all so they're creased. And then on the corners, I'm going to cut out that little square. So on the wider side, I'm going to cut it straight. And then on the smaller side, cut it at an angle. So it's going to look like that. Okay, because I want the chipboard pieces to be really stuck, I'm going to use some Beacons 3-in-1. And then just kind of center it up within those score lines. And then doing the same on these. Just fold it over. And there we go. You can see the spine is created. Okay, now taking a piece of the photo play. I think this one is called Roar. Yeah, this is Roar. And I cut this down to, 10 1/2 by 8. So you can see it'll fit right in there. And I'm going to take some VersaMagic in Jumbo Java and just ink up the outside edges of it. And then just using my Mega Runner, and adhere that, oops, take off the cover first. And then adhere that over into the center. There we go. And then I'm just going to fold it so I crease inside of that. Okay, I think I'm going to use this Wild Thing for the front cover. This was the inside of the book. And this one, I think that's what I want to do there. So I'm going to need 2 panels that are 5.5 by 8. Did I say 5.5 or 4.5? I meant 4.5 by 8 if I said 5.5. And then I'm also going to need one that's 7/8. So slightly smaller than a quarter. So I believe that's what I did the center. Let's see. I need my tape measure because now I forgot what I did. It's 1 inch, so I need about 7/8. So I'm going to mat these with some orange cardstock and cut it down so it's just slightly larger than the panel. Also going to ink that up with some of the VersaMagic. So the spine, I'm going to do 1/8 inch holes on the top and then also on the bottom. And add some brads. These are brads that I've had for so long. They're flocked, so they're kind of fuzzy. Okay, now I'm going to adhere the center. I'm actually going to use some of the 3-in-1 just where the brads are at. And then kind of trying to figure out where a center point is. About there. I am going to take this ribbon. It's about 24 inches long that I cut. No idea where I got this. I've had it for so long. And laying it right down in the center. Over here, I overlapped a little bit with the Mega Runner, so I'm going to use the Xyron Adhesive eraser just over here to remove it. And as quick as that, it is gone. Okay, so now I'm going to make a pocket to go on the inside cover right here. So what I did, from the brown cardstock, I cut a piece. This is 5.5 by 6, and then also from the pattern paper, I think this is called Monkey Business. Yep, here it is, Monkey Business. And this one is 4.25 by 5.25 is what I cut that at. So first what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a mark about from the shorter side at about 1.5 inches in. So like right there. And then from the other corner, I want to go 2.5 inches. And then I'm going to do the same on this. So 1.5 on the top. And 2.5. And then from each mark, I'm going to draw a line. And then I'm just going to cut that right off. And I'm going to score at the 1/2 inch mark on the left side. And then again at the bottom at a 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to cut that corner. So now inking up the edges of this. And also the edges of this. Adhere the pattern paper onto the front of the cardstock. And then also run it onto these pieces. Fold those pieces back, like so, and just line it up to the corner of the book, like so. So now you have a cute little pocket. Okay, so the back part of the book, the album, I cut a 4 inch by 7 3/4 inch of the brown cardstock. I inked up the edges, and then I also took the monkey business paper and just cut it about a 1/4 inch smaller on each side, and I adhered that to the back of the book. And then out of patterned paper, I cut 16. These are, they're 3 3/4 inches in squares, all different patterns, so that's 16 of those. And then out of the brown cardstock, these are, I cut 8, and they're 4 inches wide and they're 4.5 inches tall. So with these, I am going to, each one of them, oops, I'm going to score at the 1/2 inch on all 8 of them. Once I got all scored, I'm going to bend them. And then also going to use a rounder, and I'm going to round the corners of each one. Also going to round the corners of the bottom of each one of these, and then I'm going to ink up the edges of these and also those. Now that I have everything inked up, I'm going to take the paper and start adhering them to the pieces, or the cardstock. On the front and the back, but you want to make sure that you're not going to have 2 pieces that are the same. So then with the piece that is folded down, I'm going to put adhesive onto the back side of that. Okay, and then onto the top, you just line it up to where the top of the cardstock is and press it down, just like that. And then moving on to the next piece, doing the same thing. Show you how I do that real quick. Okay, and then lining up right to the very bottom of the last piece, just like that. And you're just going to continue going down that same way. Now that all the flip pages are done, you can see I did get a little bit of extra adhesive on there. So just going to use the adhesive remover, eraser, and there we go. So now here are all of my pages. Just like that. And now the fun part, I'm going to decorate. So I'm going to take some of these die cuts. That's an extra paper. I think I'm going to do something like that. On the front. And take a bunch of the different little die cuts that are in here, and I'm going to make them into stickers. First, let me cut this piece down to what I want to cut it to. So I'm going to use my Creative Station Lite, and I have the 3-inch permanent adhesive in here. So basically all of the die cuts that I'm going to want to use, I'm just going to put in here and make them all into stickers. Okay, to get started with some of the ones that I've made so far. And use the stickers themselves too. And there we go. My book is complete. The album is complete. Here's the front. And then on the back. And then when you untie it, you open it up. You got a pocket to put things in there. And here is the flip pages. So you can add pictures to this, any kind of mementos, any kind of thing you like for a cute little book. There you go. Thank you so much for watching.